Good morning, Fellowship Hi-Crest. This is Friday, September the 24th, and our focal passage for today is John chapter 6, verses 1 through 15, and here's what it says. After this, Jesus crossed over to the far side of the Sea of Galilee, also known as the Sea of Tiberias. A huge crowd kept following him wherever he went, because they saw his miraculous signs as he healed the sick. Then Jesus climbed a hill and sat down with his disciples around him. It was nearly time for the Jewish Passover celebration. Jesus soon saw a huge crowd of people coming to look for him. Turning to Philip, he asked, "Where can we buy bread to feed all these people?" He was testing Philip, for he already knew what he was going to do. Philip replied, "Even if we worked for months, we wouldn't have enough money to feed them." Then Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, spoke up. "There's a young boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what good is that with this huge crowd?" "Tell everyone to sit down," Jesus said. So they all sat down on the grassy slopes. The men alone numbered about 5,000. Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks to God, and distributed them to the people. Afterward, he did the same with the fish, and they all ate as much as they wanted. After everyone was full, Jesus told his disciples, "Now gather the leftovers so that nothing is wasted." So they picked up the pieces and filled 12 baskets with scraps left by the people who had eaten from the 5 barley loaves. When the people saw him do this miraculous sign, they exclaimed, "Surely he is the prophet we have been expecting." When Jesus saw that they were ready to force him to be their king, he slipped away into the hills by himself. What's scarier sometimes than failure is success. And in success, sometimes the thing that makes it scary is that sometimes we can forget our purpose. We can forget what we started, the things that God has purposed in our hearts for, the things that we had a passion for. And we can do things that that get us away from our original calling. It's very easy to gain success and start piling up goals and awards and different things of that nature and forget what our true purpose is. We can let people build platforms and stages for us, and we start believing the press clipping, so to speak. Jesus had a purpose in coming. Everything he did in this situation was in line with what God, his Father, had called him to do. Jesus was already king. But his goal for coming was not to be crowned in this moment. It was to come and die as a sacrifice and to be risen from the grave. That's important for us to remember. We're going to all get to be a part of great things and do things for people. But we need to understand what our purpose is and not get away from what that true calling is and what it means. And that sometimes means stepping out of the limelight, stepping out of places where people want to honor you for things that really don't fit what your calling is. And that's a hard thing to do because we all like to be applauded. We all like to feel appreciated. And so as you go throughout, ask yourself, is someone putting you in a position that you shouldn't be in right now? And that includes times when they try to honor you for something that really right now you say, this is not where I'm supposed to be at. Or sitting on a board that you're not supposed to sit on, or maybe even accepting the job that you need to turn down right now because God says, man, you're supposed to be doing something else. So as you think about those things, think about how Jesus did a lot of good, but he still resisted being made king by people he would eventually save and he was already king of. Continue to power up, pour in and spill out. Have a great day.